afternoon and welcome to today's Kingston Library book review. I'm Fran and today I'm going to be reviewing Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I'm reviewing this book now because Ready Player 2 has just come out, so if you enjoy Ready Player 1 or if you already read it, go ahead and reserve Ready Player 2 for when we have copies in at the library. I read Ready Player 1 recently for the Kingston Digibook group, which is an online book group that we've been running ever since I think April. We're always asking for more members, so if you are interested in joining the Digibook group, please search Kingston Library's Digibook Club on Facebook and we'll happily invite you in. We meet twice a month, we read one book a month, and we always go with a general theme so everyone can choose what book they'd like to read based on the theme. I read Ready Player One as recently we did a fantasy, science fiction or horror theme, and so I chose Ready Player One as it's a science fiction book which I've always kind of had on my to-read list, and I've heard from lots of other people that they enjoyed it a lot, and I also know it from the Steven Spielberg movie that was made a couple of years ago. So Ready Player One is set I think 20 or 30 years in the future, when the world has kind of fallen into kind of a disaster really. Lots of people living in poverty and starving, and the environment is really suffering. And one of the main reasons for this is the fact that a new virtual reality game has been created called the Oasis by two men named James Halliday and Ogden Morrow. And this virtual reality game has kind of overtaken the world in such a huge way. It's overtaken the internet, it's overtaking pretty much everyone's lives. And the way it works is you put on your headset, your gloves and your suit if you're rich enough to have one, and you go into this virtual reality world where you can do or be pretty much anything you wish. You can go to any world, fictional world that exists. You can go to school, you can work, you can run your business, you can go on adventures, and you can do pretty much anything you set your mind to, and that's taken over everyone's life really. And the plot of the book begins when James Halliday, the creator of the Oasis, dies, and in his will and testament he leaves the entirety of ownership of the Oasis and all of his billions fortune to someone who is able to find a Easter egg in the Oasis after following a sort of a scavenger hunt series of clues and riddles. So the plot kind of continues when the main character Wade, who is a young man living in sort of squalor in America, and is obsessed with Halliday, obsessed with everything to do with the Oasis, decides he's got to try and win the hunt. And it's all about the scavenger hunt, the clues. It goes into so many different sort of 80s, 70s references, movies, games, TV shows, and there are so many references, and it's just a really enjoyable story for anyone who might understand a lot of those references. I really recommend this book for anyone who likes a good sort of mystery, even though it's not really sort of heavy on the mystery kind of thing. It's just friends coming together, solving the clues. There's a bad guy in the form of a multinational evil corporation called IOI, which wants to win the contest so that they can own the Oasis in terms of the money side of things. And so that adds an extra layer of urgency as Wade and all of his friends want to find the egg in order to protect the Oasis's purity from sort of a big hulking national corporation. So that is my review for today. That is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I hope you enjoyed. Please reserve at your local library, or it may be available on the shelf to borrow if you are interested in reading it. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.